Hey everybody, how's it going? This is part 2. In addition, answering Johnny Law's questions presents a problem for fellow activists, many who will no longer trust someone who talks to the cops, myself included. I hate anyone, I don't trust anyone who turns their backs on activists, on fellow activists in the movement. If you become a snitch and an FBI informant or government informant, I have more respect for a worm than I do you. This cripples activists' ability to organize once they are consumed with thoughts about what was said and who will be visited next. Activists must distance themselves from an individual who is willing to talk to the authorities due to future security concerns, thus weakening the community. Here's my opinion. Real activists who are dedicated to this movement do not talk to the police, do not talk to the CIA, Department of Homeland Security, or any type of authority. Okay? If they threaten you with imprisonment, with jail time, you keep your mouth shut, you go to jail, because what they're doing is false imprisonment. Okay? We as a movement, we as activists need to resist state, federal, local authority harassing us and accusing us of false crimes and detention. We need to not talk to the authorities. We need to resist law enforcement at all costs to preserve our movement. There are several consequences of talking, and none should be taken lightly. It cannot be stressed enough that volunteering information or answering any questions for the cops and or agents will result in isolation from the community and your fellow activist friends. Thus in turn diminishes our effectiveness as a movement and strengthens the opposition. When you talk, connections are made where there weren't any to begin with. Even reciting what you think is common knowledge to the police or feds not only gets you talking, but can get others raided, arrested, or have injunctions or grand jury subpoenas filed against them. Talking translates into prison time, restraining orders or lawsuits, and a guaranteed loss of trust and alienation. In order to resist the urge to talk, there are a few things you can do, and you must do, and you should do. Be mentally prepared. Invasion, what a visit would be like ahead of time. This helps you remain calm and collected, and allows you to recite your actions, shutting your mouth and door. Technically, you don't need to even open your fucking door if there's a cop at your door. Honestly, if there's a law enforcement officer at your door, if it's a local cop, FBI, CIA, Homeland Security, whoever it is, don't open it. Don't open it. You know what you do? If you have a peephole, look through that. After that, go sit down. Don't even answer the goddamn door. Don't even open it. Keep it locked. Just expect to get a knock, get raided, even get hauled down to the local police precinct for questioning. It makes you more prepared if it does happen. Also, be prepared to stare at a wall for hours if it does happen. Remember, no one can make you open your mouth and expel air across your vocal cords to form words they want to hear. It is possible to look another human in the eye and simply stare without saying a damn word. It makes you uncomfortable, but it is even worse for the oppressors. Plan on not caring if they come a knocking. If you are an effective activist, there is a possibility, even a probability, they'll visit you. I've had the FBI at my house. I had them here 2.5 years ago, and I lawyered up, found out to my lawyer that the big stack of papers they claimed to have a shitload of evidence was blank copy paper. And that's a tactic they use. They'll show up at your door with a big ass stack of white paper. 9 times out of 10, that is blank copy paper, used as a tactic to scare you into allowing access into your property. Don't fall for it. Their job is to oppress you and your community. And high on their agenda is to impede social change. By not talking, you strengthen your community and movement. Don't let cops or agents scare you. Never let them see you sweat. Never keep it a secret. If you are not sure what to do, ask an attorney or activist friends. My opinion, honestly, is get an attorney as soon as you see a cop at your doorstep, especially if it's a Fed. The first number you should call is an attorney, and then call, if you have friends in the movement, call them. Call EWOC, call organizations that support your movement and get the word out. Okay? Spread it. Anyway. For more information concerning the security culture and activist safety, check out If an Agent Knocks by the Center for Constitutional Rights. The activist was called and sent a letter by the PD authorities visited at their home. My 2 cents on this is this. As an activist myself, I've already have been subjected to harassment by the federal authorities. According to my own attorney, my case is dropped due to the fact that they had no case to begin with. All they were trying to do essentially was gain information, and because I kept my mouth shut, I didn't even open up my goddamn door to them. I actually contacted my lawyer, called up my lawyer. I told him, hey, there's 16 federal agents at my home right now outside of my door, and what the fuck's going on? And they remained outside my house for 3 days, and for 3 days I was stuck in my house. I did not leave my property. I didn't open up my blinds. I didn't do shit. After 3 days, they left. 2 days later, I got a call from my lawyer. They were there because they wanted to talk to me. I told my lawyer if they wanted to talk to me, they can get a warrant for my arrest or subpoena me. But even then, I still won't fucking talk to them. It's been years, and they have not come back because they don't have any evidence. They don't have any proof of my activism. They don't have any shred of proof of linking me to anything, because activists are good at what we do. So to any new activists that are thinking about getting involved in direct action, I say this: I very much encourage it, and I support it, and I encourage anyone to get involved in animal liberation and in animal rights activism, especially in direct action. But speaking from experience, as an activist myself, if you do work, if you do actions, you will, I guarantee you, get at least one knock on your door. Don't be afraid. Lawyer up, keep your mouth shut, and resist state violence and resist the law enforcement in our nation. There is no such thing as a nice cop in this type of activism. Goodbye.